I just want to say a few words about Misha Zubko and my working relationship with him, as well as talking about the new piece, which we, Civitas Ensemble, will be premiering on June 18th. I go back many years with Misha, and I first met him while we were both students at Indiana University, when his 5 piano etudes, at the time there were 3. It started off with 3 etudes, and then it became a set of 5. But when those etudes first appeared before me and I started looking at them and I was convinced to play them, at first I thought these are impossible to play. But through Misha's encouragement and his excitement, his passion, and of course, not to mention his brilliant writing, he's a fantastic composer with an original voice and a very powerful concept of everything that he writes. But this music, I can say, was a real game changer. It changed my life. There was life before my working with Misha and then life afterwards. And one of the reasons is because these were some of the first contemporary music pieces that I played on the piano. And it changed my conception of what I thought was possible for me. And in fact, kind of awakened within me a greater curiosity to explore what's out there. With the Civitas Ensemble, this new piece, Anechoic Rhapsody. I thought I'd say a few words about this piece. Of course, what he's taken, he describes so brilliantly in his program notes, is the idea of being in this anechoic chamber when you hear your heart rate and your breathing and even the blood coursing through your veins. So almost to feel like you're trapped within your own silence, within your body, yet everything is so loud. Your thoughts become so loud. And so living in this kind of, it's not a meditative state, it's this feeling of so much intimacy, it becomes painful and all your vulnerabilities come out. So there are these moments of like these floating fifths, which become fourths and thirds. That's usually 2 instruments at a time will sustain this music, which is on the surface quite neutral, while there are these figurations that are breaking loose from that. It's like the external world, right? We have a so-called backdrop, which is the heart or breathing. And then we have interactions with things outside, or our thoughts, which are a little bit more kind of scattered and rhapsodic in nature. So there is one place that builds up bigger and bigger and bigger in the piano part. So maybe the kinds of thoughts we might have during this pandemic, is this how things are going to end? You could feel everything bursting from within. It's so loud, yet we're all trapped within our own bodies. We're all trapped within our kind of confined existence. So this apocalyptic music. And it culminates in these bell-like sonorities. Right, so big and bold dynamic, much more than what you would typically find within a piano quartet or chamber piece, something that is so over the top. And so I have this massive moment, and then the ensemble, all 4 of us come back in, and it's back to the intimacy that the piece started with. But after having gone through such ups and downs, just hearing our heartbeat and our blood flowing, there's a different meaning to it. We're just alive, right? So being aware of the what's happening within us, it's a piece of music that I think can speak to anybody. It makes us really kind of pay more attention to our sense of self. So, looking forward to the premiere. Hope you can join us.